What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to talk about Clemson football and their chances of making the college football playoff this year. You can already forget about them winning a national championship. They ain't beating teams like Alabama or Oklahoma this year. It's just not going to happen. Matter of fact, I think they'll lose at least possibly 2 games this year. Um, First off, as a Florida State fan, I'm not saying Florida State's winning. They ain't losing to FSU at home. That's just not going to happen. Florida State's not there yet in terms of talent and just their overall team itself. But this year, they got to play Georgia in the season opener. That's a game they might lose. They might win. I haven't done a prediction video yet, so I'm not going to spoil this one for you yet. I know I kind of gave out a Kansas State, Oklahoma one. Well, Georgia and Clemson, not to knock on Kansas State, it's just they're not as big of a deal as Georgia and Clemson. I know Georgia and Clemson, if I mention their game prediction, that'll get me more views. So that's just how I feel. There's that game they could probably lose, and then the ACC championship game they gotta play. It's gonna be out of Miami or North Carolina, and if they end up playing North Carolina, they could very well lose that game because North Carolina. I mean, remember Coach Brown, Mac Brown, this is his 3rd year now. So now you're starting to see more of his recruits come in and play. And as we all know, he's a fantastic coach. He's won a championship with Texas, very successful at Texas. He's won a lot of games with North Carolina so far. Now they're a top 10, top 15 team. He brought in Sam Howell, who's just been phenomenal as a football player. He's been phenomenal. He had a great freshman season, played really well last year. They did lose to Florida State last year, but like I said, that wasn't really Sam Howell's fault other than the pick six he had. He had a lot of drop balls in that game, so I think if that didn't happen, that would have never happened, to be honest with you. I certainly don't think that they'll lose to FSU this year, not at home. He's just a sensational player. I think an offense can revolve around him and still win most of their games, if not all of their games. So that's another reason why I don't think Clemson. You see, if Clemson loses to Georgia, but they beat everybody else like they have before, they can still make it. The problem is you're not going to play a Virginia or Virginia Tech, Pittsburgh. Who else have they played in an ACC title game lately? Notre Dame. Good teams. Notre Dame's also really good, but you're going to be playing a team with a bunch of 4 or 5-star talent like North Carolina or Miami. Now Miami, they haven't beat Clemson in their last 3 tries, but Miami's also getting better. So you never know what'll happen. Even though I don't think Miami's going to beat Alabama, I think they're going to get better throughout the year and play better, and things will click more to the point where if they end up playing another elite level team, they may beat somebody like Clemson. You never know. Because again, Miami, like I said, they always have athletes, an abundance of athletes. So that's why they're able to beat some good teams sometimes, or put up a fight. So that's why I don't think Clemson will make it to the playoffs. And another reason, look at who they lost. They lost Trevor Lawrence. They lost Travis Etienne to the NFL. They lost Tanner Muse, right? He's gone. That safety, that good player. They lost a bunch of players from Clemson, and it's hard to replace. I mean, I get they're always getting talent like Alabama or Ohio State, so they can always reload. I just don't think Ugalele, what's his name? The new Clemson quarterback, I think he's going to play really well. I don't think last year's an indication of anything. He struggled a lot, but he was a freshman, and he didn't get the same reps as a freshman that Trevor did early in his career. So that's not fair to judge him. I think he's going to be better than that. I just don't think he's going to be enough, you know what I'm saying? You lost other players outside of that, and that's going to hurt Clemson, I think he'll play good this year. He won't be the best quarterback or anything like that, but he'll be a good player. He's certainly going to be a first-round pick or a second-round pick, to say the least. He's going to make a lot of money, despite himself. But, I got money that Clemson will not make the playoffs this year. You're going to start to see Oklahoma jump up in there and do some damage before they do, just because Oklahoma's bringing back majority of their team, and they got Spencer Rattler. I don't even care for Oklahoma. I'm just being honest here from a straight up standpoint. That's just how I feel. But we'll talk later.